Hello, now we are going to learn how to connecting to the SQL server from through your Excel macro. So let us assume we have a database called example. In this some table is there named customer. So it's having some data. So like example is having some 5 row. Now I am going to fetch all the rows from the customer table. I am going to generate the report in Excel. Okay. For this, I'm going to use this ADO connectivity method. See, first we have to include the classes reference to the current macro project. Okay. For this, you just go to Tool menu, click Reference. It will open the window. Here you have to add the reference called Microsoft ActiveX Data Object Library 2.1 or 2, anything. Click OK to add the reference. So now I'm going to add a two object for the class adodb.connection as well as adodb.recordset. Okay. Then we have to initialize these two objects by using set keywords. Set cnc equal to new adodb.connection. This code will initialize the object into the memory. Then we have to set the connection string property for the connection object. So now we are going to connect to SQL server. So that my connection string will be like provider name is ms sorry SQL OLEDB dot one and data source. You have to set your SQL server data source name. My data source name is project PC. So you have to set your project data source. Then the credential username. So my user ID is SA. So you have to set your user ID and password. Then you have to set your database name as initial catalog. So my database name is example. Okay. So this is a connection string. Connection string contain provider name, that is SQL OLEDB.1, then data source, that is nothing but of SQL server name and credential like user ID and password. Then your database name you have to set. Then you have to call the open method of this class. So this line will establish a connection with the SQL server successfully. Then I'm going to initialize the record set object to store all the record from the customer table to this record set. See, first I'm going to initialize this one by using set keyword. Then record set is a dependent object for connection object. So we have to set record set object dot active connection is equal to already we created, you can give cn. Then you can say record set dot open method. So what you are going to use, that SQL command you have to give. For example, I'm going to open all the record from customer table. Okay. So now all the record will get stored it in record set. Now I'm going to fetch that one into the table. See, to count the row, I just want to declare one variable called dim, say like a row or as integer. So I want to, for example, I want to print from first row means say you can say r is equal to 1. So now I am put it into the loop do while not rs dot end of file. See now the cursor is pointing to the first record. This is not an end of file, so it is going to execute once. So in a first column, that means A1 cell I want to display the first field value. So here totally how many fields are there in your table? So like 5 fields are there. So first field is CID. I want to display it in A1 cell. So you can say like cells of R comma 1. Now R is nothing but a 1 only. Initially I given the R value as 1. Is equal to record set object dot fields of, we can specify both index number as well as column name. I just use here that index number. So first 0 means it will pointing to the first column in a table. In the second column I am going to display the second field values. I just copied and paste that one. This will display the first record from your database to first row. Then I am going to move that one to the next row. So rs dot move next will do the thing. Then next record I am going to display it in a next row. So you can increase the row count also as equal to r plus r. That's all will do. Okay. So now I just want to run this one. If there is no error, you will get add all the rows into your Excel sheet. So you got it? One second.